This Panasonic tape recorder plays a very important role because on it there are poems that I've created, and I can create a poem at the drop of a hat. I'm a poet by nature and by heart and by inclination. I like to write poetry for my friends, but primarily they're poems for my nieces and nephews to act as an enduring legacy for when I'm no longer around, for when I go into the happy hunting ground into the sky. They'll be able to read my poems or listen to my voice or read what I've read. So I've given myself until the year 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014 to win the most prestigious award that's given in literary circles, and that's the Nobel Prize for Literature. Now, this is 2007, and today's date is August 11th, 2007. I'm on my way to the airport, the Denver International Airport. I spent some time with my friend Circa Rigel, and I met her mom. We traveled through the mountains, we hiked, we saw wildflowers, we saw waterfall, we saw windmill. I was presented with a delicious sandwich at the airport, and I got a hug from Circa Rigel. And this pleased me a great deal. I've been staying at the American Motel on Kipling, and it's near the I-70 freeway. And I've traveled about and discovered that many of the people that I've met have been quite warm and friendly and open in the sense that they're not afraid of strangers. And this pleases me. This pleases me a great deal because it's at polar opposites from certain parts of Los Angeles, which is where I'm living now. And I wouldn't mind moving to Colorado, as a matter of fact. The traffic is not nearly as bad as it is in Los Angeles. We moved to Los Angeles on November 16th, 1963, exactly 1 week before President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. So that singular event etched itself into my memory banks, and I suffered a loss of hope for a long time. Even though I lived in Los Angeles, I rarely would go to the beach, even though I love the water. I think that I will make that trip to the numerous beaches along the coast. I had a friend from Canada, Janet, who lived in Alberta, who I sent her a round-trip airline ticket in 1983. I'd met her in 1980 while I was on Altered States for Warner Brothers, a Ken Russell, Patty Chayefsky picture. I saw her, and she attracted me. Something about the way she walked, and she and her girlfriend, Betty, invited me to join them for lunch. And Ken Russell and Howard Godfrey, the producer, and I were timing the one of the answer prints for Altered States. So during our lunch break, I met this young lady from Canada. So I had her visit me, and she stayed, I think, less than a week. And she called me again in 1999, Mother's Day, 1999. Can you believe that? It was 16 years later, and by that time she was 39. When I first met her, she was about 20, and then when she came to visit me for a week, she was about 23. I think I was about 32 years old back then. But now she has 2 children, a boy and a girl, Lindsay, and she didn't tell me what the boy's name was. She's had 2 husbands since that time. An Italian was the first husband, the father of the girl, and a Hispanic gentleman was the father of the boy. And here she's calling Thomas from Lubbock, Texas. So Lubbock, Texas has a soft spot in my heart. She was a dynamic lady. She loved to ski, outdoorsy person. So I took her around and saw a little bit of the nightlife and took her to my brother's cabin up in the Los Angeles forest. And afterwards, I did a little bit of research on Canada, Alberta, Canada. Edmonton is where she's from, and discovered that Edmonton is so much more beautiful than anything that I showed her, that it was really incredible. But anyway, she visited me, and I thought I treated her very nicely until about the last day or two. And I don't think I'll tell you that right now, because, as they say, you left your heart up in San Francisco. I took her up to San Francisco. But I couldn't have done that much bad with her, because she did call me 16 years later. And anyway, I think that she was looking to get married back when she was 23. And she made a series of career moves to help raise those kids. And I think I would have made a good husband, because I love kids, and they are our hope for the future. And I wouldn't mind having at least one or two, or maybe even 10 kids from around the world.